want to tell is we're talking about relationship. I want to tell you something. We used to walk home from Perry, and Sabina had on MySpace. If you can't handle me, you don't deserve me. We both know what we was getting into. We both know that pain was love. We both know that's why her dad and mama said what he said. I don't. We both know. This is why this is on me. She carried this on things. So when we was teenagers, we used to walk home from school, and if we talking about those things, and when we talking about those things, that comes with those situations. So we both knows what we was getting into, and we was both willing to stick in there. That's why her mama said what she said in 2019. Mercer was planning on saying that. He said he told me what he was gonna say before we got into an argument. Cause the enemy was watching. Y'all don't know. Mercer told his cousin before that he gave me a hint that we was gonna have to stop hanging out for a while. He gave me a hint. He let me know. For us, me, Sabina, and all us to get our head together. We said a long time ago we was gonna be in this together. It doesn't matter the pain what we going through when we used to walk from middle school together. And she need to remember that we said it doesn't matter. And I remember telling her when we was kids that I go through the I love you so much I go through the hurt with you as a teen. I go through everything. So she don't even remember that I told her that, and I told her I don't care that I go through the ups and downs with you. And she don't even remember. When she says in her man, when you're in love, so you're gonna go through the ups and downs with somebody when you up and down. And love is pain. Love is to understand it. So she remember those words that we used to say after school, and I get out of my school and we come after school to each other, and we used to say those words to each other. So I'm not trying to put the blame on nobody and do all of that. That's why we forgave each other. And her mama said, Daddy said it's not time yet. So whenever she decide to come and we decide to get linked back up, it's gonna be a time. So if you talking about somebody that treat me bad, the married them treated me right. They used to say, Hubert, you want to play dumb? You know you're not dumb. So they used to come. We always argue with each other. Y'all don't know about me and Demir and Patrick. I just saw Norman. I just saw Norman in 2019. We always doing this. Like we always arguing. With me, Norman, Demir. I just that them and all. We always doing stuff with each other. So that's just the way we fight with each other. We say things that we don't mean. Me, Patrick, Norman, and all of us. It's been like that for years since we was kids. Eh, eh, um, but it's about me. We're not gonna get far into the things because everything happened on a different things in my teenager. It happened in different times and different relationships. So I've been know something, man, and I'm not gonna play like a dumb and like I'm new to this stuff. So I'm not gonna play dumb like I'm new to everything, and I've been around them for so long. I'm not gonna play dumb. So Hubert Sellers get money, stay out the way. Hubert Sellers go to Mirrors Catholic, 1, 2, 3, Little Diamond. I'm not gonna play dumb. So I'm not new to this. I'm not new to our arguments. I'm not new to us fussing and fighting with each other since teen. I wasn't used to. I'm not used to what happened in 2000. I'm not. That mean it ain't nothing new. What I mean is nothing new. That me and Mirza get into arguments. Sabina have our arguments. So then things just got taken out of proportion in certain things because of what people don't know. So I've always known, and in certain family situation, um, I have to wait to her to tell me, and that's it's not. I don't want to talk about it. So you have to like people feel that comfortable age with you in their life to be comfortable. And I want to tell her to tell me when it was right. And I'm not holding that against her. And wanted to tell me when it was right. I already bam, Demir told me something a long time. I'm not worried about that at the end of the day. I had to stay through it. I accepted it and I stayed. That's the problem in that. Love, I'm not hurting over that. Demir and them know me, man. I was hurt, but you know we always get back together. We always doing stuff, so I'm not really. I just doubt Norman all. Man, I'm not always call each other out. I mean, we always doing some stuff that we don't got no business doing. So I'm not really concerned about that. Concerned about the things that they're doing. I'm not. We get into arguments every time. You know what I'm saying? He had to keep my game one time. Once we got into an argument, I left it over there. We, we all of us just have arguments. And in 2019, me and Sabina, when she told me to get away from her, we used to do that to each other when teen. I used to walk run home and tell her to get away from me, and she used to run home. It was just like we did it to each other before when she did in 2000 get away from me. We did it. It ain't nothing new. We always did that. So when we get as a teen, we used to get mad at each other. I used to walk all the way home when I get mad. I told her to stay away from me when I'm on her cousin porch. By Perry and I, and when I'm on her cousin porch, she did the same thing we've been doing. I don't think it's we it's all everything is an off and on with us, and it have always been with us since teens. So um, it have always been with us. So I'm not really concerned about. Um, I saw Patrick. Hey, Patrick, we got into. He told me something before we even met each other at Walmart. We always arguing with each other. That ain't nothing normal with us guys. You think that's something normal between me and Norman and Demir and all of us? That ain't nothing that we always get it. They always getting on my ass, and I'm always getting on to them about something. It's not, guys. It's nothing normal with me and Demir and Sabine and them. It's really nothing normal, guys. So I need people to stop. It is nothing normal between us at all. We always calling each other. We always saying stuff to each other. And we bad dabbing each other off. So it ain't nothing normal. But this got a little bit too serious, and this is about knowledge too that Mirza didn't know about. So her mom and daddy said it's not time yet. So I don't know what's going on, but we know when it's manipulation and other people involved, we have to give it time. And her mom and dad said the right things that needed to be said. So I'm not concerned about how other people doing things. I'm not. I'm not, guys. I'm really not concerned about those things. So when it comes to my relationship with her, we didn't got into some. Or I told her leave me alone. I'm running home. She running home. We did it 3 or 4 times to each other. So in 2019, that was nothing new with us. She told me she did the same thing that I did. We did that to each other plenty of times as a team. So I don't. I'm not acting like this. This is a new thing for me and Sabina and Mirza. Act like this is something new with us. This is nothing new. We already know the routine what we've been going through, how we act towards each other. It ain't really nothing new, man. But things the cheating and the getting saying the things and it's getting too far out of hand at the end of the day. It's really getting out of hand. And people got to realize certain things happened before I even met her, met somebody, and other things. I was involved with other people, so it's complicated. It's really complicated. That can have conflict, and me and her didn't have a time because once we broke up, her mom was giving us a hard time. There's a lot going on, guys. There's a lot going on in that situation. So her mom and dad said it wasn't time yet, and I gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. Give it time, and I'm respecting it. So I don't. She know I don't like to talk about things. She know I don't like to talk about my relationship. When I'm in a relationship with her, it's just me and her, nobody else. and she the only one in my world. We got a song called "Me and You Against the World," and she the only one. So I'm just mad because as teens, I gotta sit in CCs with other teens and go to games and sit with Albert and them in the van. But you the only one I can think about. So I'm not really. People know the way I am sometimes when I'm in certain relationships and know how I am. So I don't think it's that. Her mom and dad spoke for her already. Her mom and dad spoke. So when she told me it wasn't time yet, and I told them we don't have to fight, we don't have to fuss. I know we wanted kids as a team. She told me to wait. Now she told me to wait till we get older to have kids, But that don't mean that we can make it happen. Maybe I'm not trying to argue with you. Yeah, everybody trying to screw me or raise, but what Sabina and mom and dad told me, they had already spoke for them already. So if she decides to come forward, I'm not really worried about it. If she does, it just happened. We're gonna meet up. We had a song, a guy on a train said something. One day we will cross paths. I'm always on your mind. We communicate off of music. So we always say we're gonna meet up. And somebody else has got two other things. So there's other people that's I'm not really involved. She thinks she know everything. She don't know. She don't know about us. You know, things just got too out of hand with me. And guys, I gotta know when I was a teenager, I used to push things too far. I know they care, but you know how you when you're in a relationship and you like to just mess with you know you're not cheating, but you like to pick on them, but you like, and then after you make up, you kiss and make up on the phone when you're a teen, and and you just hug your pillow, and I just hug my pillow sometime when me and Sabrina, and I used to just hug my pillow sometime. Cause I feel more affection. I know we wanted kids. We couldn't be right there when we wanted with each other. But everybody have their moments when they on the phone and when you're a teen, we have our moments where we can just hug our pillow and just someone we like as a teen. I had that moment. I had that moment. Girls have that moment. Everybody has that moment. Just hug that pillow. I like this boy. I like this girl. We all see it in the movies, like in the things that we stand for. So why not? Lizzie McGuire, the Lizzie McGuire show. If we talking about certain TV shows that caught our attention when they really like this boy, this is 40. When the daughter, come on guys, we didn't watch so much shows when daughter. I just look fat. We didn't watch so. We all have that. Like I tell you the episode. Like when I first saw Sabina put makeup on, when I was a teen, I was like shy as hell. I was like shy. Like I was like, when you're a teen, you see your girlfriend put on makeup. I was like, she's like, you about putting this on for you look cute without even out the makeup. And I'm like, I didn't even want to say that. I was just shy as hell. I kept calling, I ain't never seen you put on makeup before. And I'm not worried, and they didn't deny me. None of the people did that. You think that's denial? I never been rejected in a kind of way that you think it is. But I'm not worried about that, man. People think I actually been rejected. I'm like, hey, you really think I actually been rejected? No, people been trying to get my attention for years. I'm just not worried about that, guys. I've been going to college. I've been going to after school. I was doing elementary school. And Patrick and Norman, when they was kids, and Mirza don't even know, when they was in elementary school, I used to go to their schools. Mirza didn't know I leave school early and go help them out and do the game system, bring my game. I'm running in the gym with the other kids. I'm going to job fairs. I'm doing a whole lot of things. So, and I'm at Brookhaven and North Lake. I'm going to college while I'm in high school. So it depends on the certain things that I was able to do. I really didn't have that much of freedom time because I used to go after school. Mr. Pouncey brought me a CD player for coming to help out every summer. And I found he second guessed himself. But he convinced Miss Chastity convinced him to get it because I go to summer school. I was going to, and then Miss Chastity, she a OU fan, and we would stay after school and watch OU, and I would watch God and Light together, and I would just stay after school with her. Then after that, we watched that a little bit. Me and Mr. Charlie, I help out with my class while I do my work, but me and Mr. Charlie playing checkers, Connect Four. We playing different games with each other after school. So I didn't spend half of my time around people. I spent half of my time at school, going to garage sale, going to summer school. And my teacher got this recipe. We go and pass, we do Creekview. We pass Avon out at Creekview. We do a lot of stuff in our school district. So we go to Turner and pass Avon out in Creekview. Our teachers be doing a lot of stuff. She got a cake. She got this Chex Mix recipe. It's like a ball Chex Mix Chastity guy, and we be making a lot of stuff. I think I gotta thank her husband and her. Her husband and her is just great. The best. I'm so thankful for them two, Miss Chastity, husband and her. Like y'all don't even know when you have a teacher and her husband and just um I have the greatest teacher and she have the greatest husband. And when I needed, like my phone was going out, guys, I don't know where y'all coming from, but I had the best teacher and she got the best husband. And I didn't like, you hear so much of bad things, but I tell you, you hear nothing but good things about my teacher and her husband. Great things. Like you, Miss Chastity, and her husband, you hear nothing but great things. They have done so much for me. And her and her husband, this, and I never forget them. Her and her husband, Miss Chastity, they stay in Fort Worth. We used to go to the mall with the Legos. We used to go to Fort Worth out there on the field trips and stuff, and go to the mall. So um, they are forever in my heart, like Chastity and her husband, for everything they did. Um, everything, you know what I'm saying? Everybody hear bad things about somebody's husband, but you'll hear nothing but good things if Miss Chastity. If you hear my story about Miss Chastity and her husband, this was just there. They took me to job court 3 or 4 times. I had little problems with them. They believed in me, so it get to a point where we got dictators and narcissists that's involved in this. And my theater teacher convinced. That's why DJ Keller remind me of my theater teacher. I had like 5 more years left, and Miss Gulo was like, I want you to chase your theater dream." And when DJ Khaled was talking about that on Fish, he reminded me of Miss Gulo. And Miss Gulo, so because I had still had a lot more years, I didn't actually graduate. That's why when a picture got sent to me, and people think I actually graduated, they think I graduated Mary Grimes in the 2010. Um, I was still a Newman Smith student. I had to carry my Smith ID and my Mary Grimes ID and my temporary ID. So I had to carry all of those things, 3 IDs with me. So I have not graduated. So I had to carry 3 IDs with me. I had 3 IDs with me that I had to carry with me. My temporary going other campus ID, my Mary Grimes and my New Smith, because we was going on other school campus and job sites. So we had a lot to do in our school district in Carrollton, Texas. So it's kind of hard to always. I haven't even guys. I even haven't had a like a break. Like I've been guys. People didn't know I had so much to do, guys. I had a school bus. People didn't know I get on my school bus and I can catch the dark bus. I get off at the mirror bus. Sometimes I get off at other. People didn't know like I was constantly busy. I didn't have time. Then I have to certain things. I was just busy. You know, I helping out with garage sale. Mr. Powers didn't even want to give me a CD player, but Miss Chat say he's worked it. He's worked it. And I like listening to music. Everybody know I like listening to music. So every time we go to the mall, I go get my Lil Wayne CD. and I go get, like, I remember my yellow boyfriend. He said, "Oh, that ain't." I was thinking my yellow boyfriend in Carrollton, Texas. I was thinking of that the new Carter album come out. So I would take Wayne 500 Degrees CD out, his 500 Degrees with his Tink Tok. I said, "That's the new Carter." I said, "Hugh, but that's not his album coming out." Like, I dreamed up the Carter, and my yellow boyfriend in Carrollton, he called me out. That ain't no Wayne new album. That's his album come off of five. Hey, I'm dreaming of the new album. So people used to get, my yellow boyfriend used to get on to me about Lil Wayne's CD. That's not the Wayne New Carter album. That's his album off the fire. So I would actually flip the 500 Degrees album and make it like this, and take the way he got a tank top in his braids and make it into the Carter. So I was like, man, like, I would make it into the Carter. So I was like, hold up, this is the Wayne New CD. So his Carter just dropped. So, and people used to get on my case, and people think I used to wear the same Lil Wayne shirt, but it's not the same because I used to have three shirts of Wayne with his shirt off. So people used to get on to me about it because they got the two Mexican twins, that Daddy Yankee, and they used to go to Norman Smith and all. I got money in my pocket, and they got money. We dapping each other off. And they Mexican twins. They got curly hair in Carrollton, Texas. So we used to dab each other off a lot, and we used to have a great time. So I was always in the head of my class. So and people didn't know like that. And, I was a step ahead of everyone. We passed newspaper outs and Newman Smith, and I would do it more than others. And my teacher used to get on me, "What take you so long? Because you just can't pass the newspaper out to the teachers and not say nothing to me. So you got to make conversation with everybody." And when we didn't come to school, our mama was not allowed to call. We have to call up there. Miss Chastity keep her phone, and we call up there and we tell them that we not coming. So our communication is real good in how we do things. So we go to the mall, we have to buy some with our family, buy some for ourselves. We would have to count the money and count and make sure we getting the right amount of change back. So we go pump up golf. I don't like rabbits. I was like so damn scared of rabbits. I was just telling Billy's sister, this one, as Dolores now was here, and Sarah, she Muslim. I jumped up on one thing when I saw her. We're going to pump up golf. And I'm jumping on one. Everybody started laughing at me. So I'm scared to death of them things. Um, but I stayed busy, man. I really didn't have time. People I'm like, if Candace now and her friend, she got drill sergeant meetings. She got drill sergeant. My brother ex girlfriend go to Turner, and she got drill sergeant. So her and her friend were asking me to come to drill sergeant meeting. Candace, hey, I need you to come to the drill sergeant meeting. And I would come to that. Candace was in drill. She went to the army, so it's different when I come to her after school. So and things. She was in drill sergeant. So it's kind of hard, guys. It's really kind of hard for me to explain it. So it's really kind of hard right now. I'm just doing like I didn't really have the break that I needed because I had so much busy. And I was working at Big Lights for a year and a half. I got my first income tax for $5. I went around telling my teachers like, "Oh, I got $5. What I'm gonna do with five? You can't work all the hours, and you going there to learn." So me having my first income tax at 15 and 16 years old, and I'm going around showing my teacher, "This is all I get for the you got to learn." Like I was going around showing my income tax check. And when you get a income tax check at 15, 16 for $5, and we go on the job sites, we doing a lot of things in Carrollton, Texas, while we at school, and I'm like, "Hubert, you're not old enough to work. You best take that $5." And Miss Chasson them would tell me, and my mom would say, tell you, but that's $5. It took me about 3 years to cash that check. About 3 or 4 years to cash it. My $5 income tax when I was a teenager. I'm like, yeah, you going there to learn, and when you learn and stuff, when you learn stuff in our county in Carrollton, Texas, when we go on a job site, they might ask you to work when we go on a job site. I want this person on at this store had to come in and work for me because I like the way he works. So we get picked when we go to job sites. So I know when I went to the nursing home, I felt that twice. They didn't get me twice, but I got along with the nursing home people. But me and the workers, we didn't have a great bond. But the old ladies, we had a great bond. More, I used to let the ladies at nursing home beat me a couple of times. I said, look, I'm gonna let you beat me a couple of times, but I'm gonna have to get competitive. She was getting really competitive at the nursing home. I was like, hold up, oh, you getting really competitive now. I'm gonna have to stop taking when we playing checkers and stuff. I'm gonna have to stop taking it easy on you. You old, but you smart for your age. I was like, I was at Brickner. You smart for your. I'm gonna have to stop taking it easy on you. If we play Connect Four and play other board games at Brookhaven Nursing Home, I said, oh heck that. Oh, she's getting really competitive in the nursing home. I was like, hold up. Oh, she started screaming. I like, hold up, she getting really competitive. I said, hold up, I've been taking it easy on you, right? You ever watch one day when the Saints went to the Super Bowl, they went to the playoffs, and they had Deuce on there, and Deuce and them, they had to restart the game over in the Superdome, and they had to restart the game over, and the players got mad because the Saints was about to win, and they asked for the play to be restarted to the game. They would get mad because the Saints was about to win. They thought it wasn't fair that they started the game over from scratch because the lights were out. It was Deuce and Aaron Brooks, whatever his name is, and they got mad. And they got mad, and they're like, hold up, bro, that's not fair. So they know Deuce was, when they started the game over, they knew the Saints was about to win the whole game. So the players got mad when Deuce was at it was the playoffs, a game when the lights went off and the Superdome on time. Yes, we can. And they got mad. And they got mad, so they had to start back over because they thought the Deuce and them was out to take it home and the other team didn't like it. So they had to restart the clock from the same score. They didn't want to start the game over. So the Saints lost that game because they wanted to start it back from the point. They was getting mad. That team got mad. I forgot who they was playing. The Saints when Deuce was on the team, when Aaron Brooks is the black quarterback. When the black quarterback, they got mad at the Saints. So they asked to restart the play all over again. They asked to restart the time where it's the time before. And the lights went off at the Superdome. I was like, hold up for a second. Thank you. Hold up for a second. And I'm like, they was really mad that the Saints was out to win because they started the whole game over. And they got mad. Oh, let's start the time back where it was. Let's get the score back to where it was the other night. Like, one thing a team hated when a thing had to start. They was mad as hell in that game with Aaron Brooks as a black quarterback with Deuce on there. And I'm like, hold up for a second. Hold on, wait. Yeah.